Hello again, everyone. I apologize that this video is so late coming to you, but I think it will be worth the wait. Now that I've shown you all more about how I create the different backgrounds for my Animal Crossing music videos, I thought it was time to show you how I film them in the game, as well as the process that goes into choosing which villagers or items I use in the different scenes. Welcome back to Behind the Magic Episode 2, Filming and Casting. If you haven't already, I recommend going back to the first episode of Behind the Magic before watching this one. I'll make sure to link that video in the description below. Part 1. Casting. Casting the Animal Crossing music videos is one of my favorite parts of the process, especially for the K-pop Demon Hunter songs. There are two different parts of the casting process. The first is finding every item you see the characters hold, wallpaper, plants, background items, anything that is not a character in the scene. Depending on the number of items in the video, this can take a while to find everything, and there are times I'll start filming only to realize I was missing an item and I need to go back and find it, customize it, whatever I need to do before I can continue filming. If I'm trying to find a specific item, for instance the airplane wall and how it's done, I will usually look at an online website like Nookopedia.com, as it has a very extensive catalog of Animal Crossing in-game items. After I've found the item I need for the video, I'll usually go to a treasure island to actually get the item. My favorite one is in the Land Before Ducky Discord server. I've been a member of the Discord server for a few years now, and the islands have always been free for all the Discord members. I highly recommend joining the Discord server if you've ever wanted to go to a treasure island, or you just need some in-game items to finish your latest Animal Crossing build. I'll put the link to the Discord in the description below. The second part of the casting process is casting the actual characters in Animal Crossing to play each role. For the most part, I simply dress up my character in the character's outfit and change her appearance to match the character I need to film. For Tom Nook as Guima, however, I took a screenshot of his head and then removed the background with Procreate. Then I added some effects to make him look more like he was the flames and not just simply in them. I actually learned how to do this kind of technique watching a YouTube video, which I'll also link down below in case anybody else would like to see a more in-depth explanation of kind of what I did. I don't think the original creator of that video could have thought that I would be using it for this purpose, but it works. So I'll link that video in the description below if anybody else wants to try this. With Timmy and Tommy, it took me a while to figure out exactly how to film their characters so that Nook's cranny wouldn't show in the background. The solution was using the scene removal mask, a tool I didn't even know existed until I was trying to figure out how to add them in the video. And for anybody else that has no clue what I'm talking about, I myself only learned about this days ago, so bear with me as I try to explain this. The scene removal mask takes either the first frame or the last frame of the video and completely gets rid of everything in the scene. So, in order to get Timmy and Tommy alone, all I had to do was take them out of the frame at either the beginning or the end of the video. I hope that explained it to some degree, but again, I am a completely self-taught video editor, and half the time, everything I'm doing is completely trial and error, and is me just messing around. So I am by no means an expert, and there probably is a much better way to do this. Once I have everything I need to start filming the scenes, I will arrange the items in either Harv's Island or my house, and then it's time to film. The filming process is the one that takes the longest, besides actually editing the video. For copyright reasons, I can't display the original K-pop Demon Hunter videos here, but when I'm filming, I always have the original video up on my phone or computer to reference when I'm filming. That way I can make sure I get the most accurate shots and angles as possible. Animal Crossing has a lot of different limitations when it comes to camera angles. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the hardest scenes to film so you can see exactly what I mean. The first one is Genu turning in your idol. In your house and at Harv's Island, I wasn't able to get a camera angle that was looking straight down at the character. The only way I found I could achieve this angle was placing a green screen design path on the ground outside. As when you're using the in-game camera app outside on your island, you're able to get a bird's eye view angle that worked perfectly for what I needed. I also filmed a couple scenes for how it's done and what it sounds like outside on my island. The only challenge with filming outside is the villagers, bugs, and the lighting. I had to time travel a few times to get the lighting right, so it wouldn't mess up the actual footage. The other camera angle that took me a significant amount of time to get right is in how it's done. For the falling scene, the three girls are all angled downward, but looking at the camera. I had experimented with several different ways to go about achieving this. I even tried out my friend's suggestion of taking pictures of the character and kind of creating a marionette-like puppet to create that falling effect. I also tried picking up the character at Harv's Island, as when you do so, your character does this weird falling motion. However, it didn't really look right once I added the character in the scene. In the end, I found that I was able to get that angle from having the character stand a certain way and aiming the camera upward. Which, if you look at the original video, it still isn't perfect, but I think it matches up just fine for it being Animal Crossing. Okay, before I end this video, I made a post yesterday asking you all if you had any specific questions about the casting and filming process, so I thought I'd answer a couple of them before I end the video. I actually will be able to answer your question better in the next video, as it's going to be all about the editing process. But for now, no, I do not have the 3 characters. I have gotten a couple of my friends to come over and film some parts of videos with me, but it is very rare that I do that. Most of the time, I film each individual character, and then I'll edit the green screen and it'll look like there are 5 different Saj boys, when really, it was all my character just dressed up differently. I do, however, have a second Nintendo Switch that I am able to use as a secondary camera for any of the outside scenes, as it is so much easier to have a stationary camera and then be able to use the other Switch to run around or swing an axe or whatever I need to do. In all honesty, how I decide on what villagers I use usually depends on what villagers I have on my island, or what villagers my friends have. The only villager that I've actually gotten for a video is Piper, as I did not have a bird villager that would fit the part. Thank you so much for your question. I receive all of your videos through the Google form you fill out. Then, after I download the video, I will add the green screen effect. Once I have enough people, I will start to stack the videos on top of each other to create an audience for the Animal Crossing music video. Thank you for your question. Again, I am terribly sorry this video is so late coming to you. I am incredibly grateful for all of your patience. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have the most wonderful rest of your day.